Hi there, Leonard Parker here, owner of Destiny Marketing Solutions. And I wanted to create a video, kind of just looking at things from a marketing perspective when it comes to the uh, coronavirus outbreak and how that's affected businesses, big and small, globally, and specifically talk about how this is a great opportunity. If you're a small guy, small to medium guy, especially in the restoration niche, when your franchise competitors, national competitors, might be kind of taking their foot off, a bit off of the accelerator when it comes to marketing. This is a great opportunity for you to really push forward. Even though these times are uncertain, it can be a great time to really plant some of the seeds for your SEO strategy for later this year and really beyond. Um, I see there's a lot of opportunity, even if you look at major markets. If your team actually is qualified to provide the contamination services for COVID-19, uh, that should be on your website. That content, that service page should already be on your website. If not, stop this video, go do it right now because it can be, it might take some time for it to get indexed, for, it to start getting traffic, but that this is a service that not only homeowners, but business owners, big and small, are going to need over the next several months. And I've looked at major markets. We're talking about the top 5 and top 10 cities, and there's really no restoration company out there that's really putting its content out there in order to get those leads and get those jobs. Um, Even if you already have some experience, your team has some experience, I would double down, and maybe there are specific types of projects that your team focuses on, whether it's healthcare facilities, government buildings, office buildings, residential homes, multifamily homes, if that's your niche. That can be another way to differentiate yourself now. That way, by the time your page gets indexed, you're going to be the go-to source locally. And I would really just go, as I like to say, ham if your team provides this service because, like I said, major markets like Houston, looking elsewhere, Chicago, LA, there's really no one out there kind of promoting this service. It's kind of, if you offer biohazard cleanup, you kind of have to pick and choose, okay, and call these companies to see if they actually provide the service. Some other ways that you can really get some promotion for this service, it's press release. So there are a ton of press release providers out there. If you are interested in doing a press release, maybe you create a content page on your site dedicated to coronavirus sanitation and disinfection. Create a press release and send out that page in a press release as a link. That's a fast way to get some really good backlinks to the page so that it gets more visibility and its ranking is accelerated instead of just letting it sit there. Now, something else you can do: reach out to the local news outlets in your area. I'm sure if you do live in a large enough city, there are going to be businesses and homeowners who need your service here soon. So make sure that you're reaching out to the news stations, building those relationships. Most of these folks you can find on LinkedIn, but if not, most websites, news websites I've seen, you can actually find the email address of different reporters on the team. So that's another great way to kind of put your brand out there and kind of position yourselves as the local expert for coronavirus cleanup. Reach out to your local Facebook groups. Most areas, you're going to have some type of local community group on Facebook. You might also want to check out meetup.com for local business groups because these are the people that are going to need your services. And while it might come off as a bit opportunistic that you're really promoting your services, in the end of the day, you're providing a service that's sorely needed. And I would really prefer that those teams out there, those companies out there that are qualified to handle this type of work really get these jobs instead of these guys. And we've seen them on different Facebook groups. We might have already seen their signs up in our community offering these services but aren't qualified because there's a lot of risk for that. And this is for those guys who are offering these services but aren't qualified, aren't properly trained. You go do a sanitation job, and for whatever reason it doesn't meet the standards, the location, it's not properly clean. Someone gets sick, someone possibly loses their life, and that's very risky. And I just really prefer that those teams, those companies who are qualified, they actually get those jobs. And even if you don't provide these services, build relationships with those companies. It could be competitors, but who cares? I think this is a common enemy for all of us right now. So build those relationships with those competitors. You can offer a referral fee, and that can be a stream of income. Business might be slow. That can be a stream of income for your restoration company while things kind of settle down here in the country. So yeah, just make sure that, if you do provide these services, you are taking steps to get your name out there. And I have this here on my screen. This is a company based in Salt Lake City. I'm not going to mention their name, but I think they've done a really good job at building some content, promoting their COVID-19 sanitation services. It's very in detailed. So when I read this, I'm pretty confident that these folks know what they're talking about. They know what they're doing. And, one really cool way they have differentiated themselves, I haven't seen this anywhere, is that they talk about what they do for certain types of jobs. So you have restrooms, police cars, ambulances, public restrooms, restaurants. I mean, you see how long this list is, because each one of these different types of projects might require a different approach, but they pretty much have you covered, any way it goes. I mean, I'm reading this list, I really can't find anything that's missing. So kind of just, really put in some work and put in some attention to detail if you're creating content now on your page, on your website. So, and of course, if you have any reviews, make sure that you add those to your page as well. That way you do have some, social proof there. And that's pretty much it. If you don't provide coronavirus cleanup services and things are a little bit slow for your restoration company right now, this is a great time to really just share your expertise online, because there might be other things. We still have hurricane season here around the corner. That could be a great opportunity for you to share your expertise, share with people in your community how they can best prepare for hurricane season so that they aren't, affected by too much by flood damage. But just use this time, if it's downtime for your team, just to build out some content. Create a blog. Again, reach out to your local Facebook group and really kind of build your online brand, your expertise in your area. And that way, your marketing is already working for you. So when things settle down, you can really be in a better place than where you were before. So it's all about, the old cliche, turning lemons into lemonade. But I think this is a great opportunity, if you don't provide the service, to possibly do some training to be able to provide the service, or really to just think about, strategize about your future marketing. So hopefully this video has been helpful. It's a little bit different than my usual videos, kind of just giving my spill on how we all can use this COVID-19 situation, especially in the restoration industry, to provide more value and provide, be a benefit, a blessing to our fellow community members. So if you have any questions, maybe if you do provide this service but not quite sure how to capitalize on it from a marketing standpoint, feel free to reach out. Just give us a call at the number in the video description, and we'll be happy to help you. So thank you, take care, be safe, and have a great rest of your day.